Alright, welcome to my humble opinion and welcome to, you guessed it, my political life video blog. Now, yesterday, as I said, because you've seen this on 60 Minutes about, about this protest starts this Saturday, March for Our Lives. This is ridiculous. And I have no objection whatsoever if it really bugs me about this one, so don't ask me don't ask me how I do this. And now everybody knows about the NRA basically threatened since they have been, you guessed it, advocating gun control. Give me one good reason why, David Hogg and Emma Gonzalez. Because later on tonight on Wordplay, a little bit of Wordplay Wednesday, it goes along with Lieutenant Colonel Ralph Peters. You know, that's why he quits Fox News as a strategic analyst. And I have no objection whatsoever. So what is wrong with this picture? I'll tell you what's wrong with this picture. Well, you guessed it. Now, here's my final conclusion about this one. You see this on 60 Minutes about the mass shooting generation, but the facts, and you have no clue whatsoever. And then the NRA, but guess what? Here's what you've been missing. Zachary, yes, Zachary, you guessed it, Cruz. You know him. Could be a murder spree. Was the victim. And that's why he arrested for trespassing at the school at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. And that's why he accuses entering school grounds on a skateboard, according to the police. Just remember that the young Cruz was booked by Broward County Sheriff's Office with, bond set. Just remember his brother, Nicholas Cruz, which reported 17 people have been murdered and injured others. This is the reflection of the school shootings and to soak it in. But everything else can be civilized about, you guessed it. So here's Melissa McNeil. She's a defense attorney for Nicholas Cruz, entered not guilty. Because in the aftermath, Zachary, who was 18 years old, underwent a mental health evaluation. Now, why? Now, why? Don't we all know this very well? And this is ridiculous. This is gotta be ridiculous. This is very silly. And now everybody knows. Everybody knows about, this is gonna be worse. Now here's my purpose you don't want to know about this one, and about who, because the prosecutors for say Zachary Cruz was been murdered, and he'll be held by $500,000 bond after the prosecutors argued that Zachary has all the same flags presenting his brother is. So what is the problem? I'll tell you what the problem is. This guy's he's an idiot. And you know why? Because it pays to be nice to people. And if you believe everything else can be civilized, don't ask me why. And I have no objection whatsoever. And now it happens again and again. Well, guess what? It can happen to anyone. But what about Now, what about Nicholas? What about Nicholas Cruz? You might think it's so smart about guilty, whatever it is. Now I noticed. And so, what about David Hogg, as far as we're concerned? You know, the problem is? The problem is everything else can be civilized about this one. Because this is going to be worse. Believe it or not, it has happened. Again and again. And it may not, guess what, it may not want to end this way. But the students from Stoneman Douglas High School weigh on Zachary. Well, guess what? Everybody seems to understand about this one. So I wonder. I'm eating breakfast. I'm eating breakfast, you know. Well, who knows? And so, what if David Hogg told you? Or it could be trashing the NRA about this one. What about Emma Gonzalez? Oh, and the rest of the survivors. Survivors. And give me one good reasons why, because this would be the worst. It could happen. Again. And again. The moral of my political life video blog story is this. Who would have thought that Parkland students, and so is along with David Hogg and Emma Gonzalez and the Parkland students, said the NRA is basically threatened? And that's what they said on 60 Minutes. But what about Nicholas' brother, Zachary, has been trespassing again and again? I have no clue whatsoever. The problem is, they've lost their minds. And I will find out what it is later on tonight on the Blaze Radio Network for Wordplay Wednesday for two stories. One is, and the other one is, yes, you guessed it, Lieutenant Colonel Ralph Peters tries to quit on Fox News. I don't see why. But I bet you $1 you have no objection whatsoever. So, who knows? For now. Anyways. It's not going to work this way. Believe it or not, it does. And that's my political life video blog story. And I'm sticking to it.